And now the Hansons and Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It is episode 138 of the Hansons on Hiatus podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and this is my wife, Alexis.
Hola, guys. How's it going?
And also, happy Halloween.
Yes.
These aren't actually our costumes. We just thought they'd be something funny to throw
We
on.
are part of other costumes.
Yes, that's right.
We have a lot.
Yeah, and if you'd like to support the podcast, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy us some virtual beers.
And we will happily drink them.
We sure
K-Monito, too.
And you will, and I might chug them. Also, HansonsOnHiatus.com. We got the links to the podcast. We got the merch shop with, it's a little late for this year, but Dia de Muertos stuff, Halloween stuff. But upcoming, don't we have some Thanksgiving? Do we have Thanksgiving stuff?
We have Thanksgiving stuff, Christmas stuff, New Year's stuff. It's never too late for, Halloween's tomorrow, but then, you might want to wear it throughout the week.
Yeah, and it could, the holidays come every year, so
yes.
You'll have it ready for next year.
And Dia de Muertos go until, the 3rd? So you got some time.
Yep, exactly. So, so HansonsOnHiatus.com. You can visit the merch shop there, or you can become a monthly fucky supporter. For $1 a month, you can be a little fucky. For $5 a month, you can be a medium fucky. And for $10 a month, you can be a big old fucky.
And we love all our fuckies, paid and free.
We sure do. And we'd like to say thanks some of our paid fuckies. We would like to thank Justin Harper, Jose, Sydney, Luis, Manny, Spandex Thor, Brian P., Antonio, Chrissy, Christina, Stephanie, Kimberly, Tom, Miss Nikki D., Melissa, Eric, and Lindsay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you all.
We do. And if you want to keep the podcast going, you're enjoying the stories and the information, feel free to maybe sign up, or you could just buy us a couple virtual beers.
You're feeling generous over the Halloween weekend, throw us a couple beers.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we appreciate everything, but we just appreciate you listening. So thank you so much. As usual, like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music, at Hansons on Hiatus.
We be there.
We be everywhere.
Wow. I feel like because it's Halloween, we just need the evil laugh after everything.
Yeah. All right, let's get to a comment from last episode. This is from Vanessa. The underwater ride thingies are so cool looking. When I first saw the post, it made me think of the old school horse you used to put quarters in.
Yes, I love those.
And they just like.
Everybody was asking me what they're called, but what were they called?
They call them mini submarines.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, we were calling them underwater scooters because we didn't really know, but they're advertised as mini submarines. Somebody else had mentioned they're like, oh, Snuba, and I don't know if that's exactly what's. It's kind of a similar concept where it's scuba diving, but you're not really scuba diving.
Snuba still has that helmet, but not the thing you sit on.
Yeah, right? Well, and also Snuba has the water, your oxygen on the surface, and it has like one of those little rings that floats around with you and feeds you oxygen down to yourself. But this one, as you can see, the big air tank in front of us, our oxygen was with us. So really the only thing that was connecting us to the surface is just a rope that has a buoy on it that kind of keeps us level. And it's also so boats and shit can see us. So, we don't come up underneath a boat.
It's probably, I guess, depending what you want to do underwater. So you guys had a little more flexibility to go lower or deeper, and travel around a little bit easier instead of the Snuba where you're
just walking on
some area.
Yeah, I think the Snuba you're just walking on the ground, and there's usually like a track that you have to go around, like, are you like a rope you hang on to or something?
I thought you guys looked, and I think your mom said this too, like little seahorses.
Yeah,
you guys
we
look
did.
Like you're riding little seahorses.
Yeah, the little as Vanessa says, the underwater thingies.
Yes, I like that.
Which is pretty much what they are.
Yeah,
but yeah, super fun. I think I talked about it when we were discussing it, but it was like $65, which, is not too bad for something that intricate. Like, we had two divers with us, and they had to train us how to use them and work them.
And you guys saw really cool marine life.
Yeah,
so,
sure
that's
did.
worth it.
Yeah, so if you're ever going to Cozumel on a cruise or whatever, let me know, and I can hook you up with my guy.
With your seahorse guy.
With my horsey man. Oh, shoot. All right. Well,
eventful weekend?
Not super eventful. We're going to get to a couple things from...
You were riding seahorses.
That wasn't this weekend.
Know,
that was like 2 weekends ago. But we're going to get to a couple things from when my family was still here, and then we're going to talk about what we're doing this weekend. Obviously tonight, Halloween, Dia de Muertos, so all that. So we will get to that. Yes. Happy Halloween. So one of the things I want to bring up, I thought it was funny, or it's not just my brother, but it's like a lot of people that we have like these spots we like to take people.
Yeah.
And, depending, we kind of curate it to who wants to do what.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people want to go to like a local Mexican taco spot or, seafood or whatever, like there's the touristy ones and then there's the ones that are a little bit off the beaten path. Yeah. So we have one in, the one here I took my brother to, it's called El Fogón, and it's getting, I don't want to say touristy, but like people know about it now. Yeah. It's not like a hole in the wall where nobody knows. And
I'd say they're like comfortably in the middle. You know, there's still like, there's always locals there, but then you do see a lot more gringos there now and everything in between.
But it's still, it's not overpriced typically. No. It's, it still has maintained that locality where it's not like charging an arm and a leg. There's some taco places here and they charge, it's the same thing in the US. It's like one taco is like $8 or 3 tacos is $8.
Better be a damn good taco.
Right. Yeah. So this El Fogón they do, they don't do conchinita, al pastor and sirloin, like off the spit where they cut it off and, just really good tacos, get a little, pineapple, a little cheese on it. Yeah. So like the tacos what are they like? Are they like 30 pesos? 25, 30 pesos?
Yeah, 25. 30.
Yeah, so they're like $1.50, $2 a taco. So we like to take people there. And the other thing about these places are they're cheap. Like that's why, because it's good local food and it's cheap. So it's a fun spot to take people to. But it seems like whenever we take people to these places like El Fogón or La Aldea in Cozumel, we go to El Fogón because the tacos are like less than $2 each. You can get a beer for like $3, whatever. 4 tacos will fill you up. Yeah. So like for like, 4, depending on how many you eat, $4 to $8, you're done.
Delicious,
you're good.
Quick, and cheap.
Yeah,
That's
and
right
then the same thing in Cozumel, the place we go to there. It's like $3 for a shrimp torta. You get one of those and a beer, and it's you're spending $5 or something. Yeah. But for some reason, whenever we take people to these places, we say, "Hey, get these things," and you can get whatever you want. Sure. But we take them to these cheap places, and then they order the most expensive things, and it's not cheap anymore. And it's like, why did we even come here then? I mean, other than the good food. But
not everybody's balling on a budget. And then I think sometimes people, when we talk about it so much, like, oh, we love this place and it's so good, they're like, oh, I don't want to just try tacos. I want to try like all the things. But it's like, hey, the tacos are the cheap part. But if they're not, like I said, balling on a budget, have at it.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like we went to the El Fogón. Like if you and I went there, we would spend maybe $12, $15 or something like that.
Depending if we're drinking.
I took my brother there and we spent like $35, which was fine. It wasn't like a ton, but like a lot of the times what happens is people, they don't get a beer, they'll get a margarita, and that ends up being like $8 or $10 sometimes. And then they don't get it. Like he wanted a quesadilla. Yeah. Like he's like, I've been craving a quesadilla since I've been here.
Are good.
But also I think that we think of quesadillas differently in the States because, you're like, we normally are like thinking of like the
triangles.
Yeah. The big pizza slice type of things with like stuff with chicken in it. Like quesadillas here, they're literally just like a small tortilla folded over with whatever you got in it or whatever.
It's a taco folder.
Yeah. So like he got 3 of them and he's like, oh, like I thought that, and I was like, yeah, they're a little bit different. Like you can get like a gringa, which is like the small taco or small tortilla, but then the insides, and then there's another one on top, and then that's kind of a little bit more like it.
That seems more quesadilla like.
Yeah, so
we've been lied to in the States.
Yeah, right.
Just the sour cream and the quesadillas and tacos and everything.
Cheese.
Very different.
Definitely. And the same thing over at Aldea. We're like, this is like, if you go off of getting the shrimp torta, it's way more, like even the guac is like $10 or something like that.
Yeah,
so
their other stuff is a little pricey.
Yeah, so like we go there and we spend like $10, $15, and then other people are like, how's my bill $45? I was like, well, you got a big ass, you got a fishbowl margarita, you ordered, all these more pricey items, it's like it adds up a little bit.
I remember those friends we took to Aldea one time, and they got that huge, like the punch bowl margarita, and they were like, oh shit, what did I get? And well, you just spent $40 on one drink. We're already screwed.
Oh shoot. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But other than that, we also took K Monito to the beach. He fell asleep on your butt.
He did. He loves me. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
what to
it was
say.
funny because you were like, if you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen the pictures on our stories. And if you're not, at Hansons on Hiatus or at Digidude Nate, and yours is
At Mrs. Alexis Hanson.
is there?
But follow.
But it's MRS dot
Alexis
Alexis Hanson. Yeah.
Just follow you and Hansons and K Monito.
Yeah,
You don't
so
need to
you'll see all of our adventures there if you haven't, following us or not following us on there. So
Yeah. I like to lay, when I'm getting some bum sun, I like to lay there with him and it's cute. He gets all snuggly and kissy and whatever. Then he just decided to walk around, take a nap on my butt as a pillow.
yeah.
Which those are great. Those are gonna be great pictures when he's older.
Oh yeah, super funny. So my brother was like, "Somebody stole your seat."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's right."
How's the mustache
But
doing?
it's all right. It's kind of hard. I feel like I can't smile too hard because it's gonna like pop off.
It
'cause
looks itchy.
It's just a sticker. No, it's not too bad. It is tickling my nose holes a little bit.
Oh, you sound like
Yeah, I sound like some guy.
he's
Oh shoot. But yeah, so we did that, and then we also went over to our friend. It's funny because our friends Zach and Nancy, you we haven't told them this yet, but you
I can't wait to tell
you
them.
mixed up the names. And what did you say?
I said I was trying to say Zach and Nancy, and I said Nance and Zachy. So now we're just like, oh, we're gonna go see Nance and Zachy.
Yeah, so sorry guys, but it was funny to us.
So funny.
But they have a 14-year-old Chihuahua that they brought down from Canada.
Yeah, Mia's so cute.
Yeah, and so we brought K Monito over there to try to like get him used to hanging out with her because we
Yeah.
might be doing some trips together or something. So
Yeah, we thought maybe if they'll be left alone together or just to hang out and have a buddy. I swear we cannot find one boy dog for him to like be besties with or hang
to learn
out
how
with.
to pee and
Everyone has girl dogs around here right now, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
yeah.
They got along.
Well, they existed together.
They
I
did. Mm-hmm.
mean, like good on K Monito. He wasn't like. Some
Aggressive.
like some puppies are just like they don't get it when a dog is growling or barking or whatever. I mean, he kept his distance. He didn't like back off completely, but he
Right.
also wasn't like in her face. He was just like, "Ooh, I'm so infatuated
He
with
was
you."
like, I don't understand. Let's play. And Mia was like, I am a couch princess. Please leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you.
But she did great too because she
She-
wasn't like just yapping at him. She just waited until he would get a little
Yeah.
too close, and then she put him in his place.
She's like, back up,
and
bro.
and that's what he needs.
He does. A lot of the girl dogs do that. Like, back up, dude. And he's like, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think he's a dog from like the 80s or something because he takes that as like when they're barking in his face, he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so are we flirting?"
I think
He was
she
like,
likes
I think she
me."
wants some. I was like, "No, creeper, back the fuck off."
Touching people's butts and everything. I mean, no space.
Yeah. But one of the things when my brother was here, he said he wanted to do ATVs and swim in a cenote. And so I was like, we can do that.
Yes.
Like I can make that happen. So I scheduled some time at this cenote or this like it's basically zip lining, ATVing, a tequila tasting, and swimming in the cenote. So
That's a lot.
and it was a good deal too. So and also transportation was included because I was going to rent a car and drive us over there.
That's wonderful. You guys were gone, not all day, but all day.
Oh yeah, I mean we got picked up, I think at noon,
Yeah.
and we didn't get back till like 8:30 or something.
True,
It was
yeah.
supposed to be a 4-hour tour. 4-hour
Oh
tour.
gosh, yeah. Okay, you were gone all day.
Yeah. Well, it ended up being a lot longer than we
Lot
thought.
longer.
So we got some tacos
Mhm.
before we got picked up. We're eating the tacos,
Mm.
and then they pick us up, and we go. And there's this area called Puerto Morelos, it's a city that's in between Cancun and Playa del Carmen, and straight. So it's basically right in the middle, and then straight west into the jungle is this area called Ruta de Cenote, I think, and Ruta de Cenotes. So it's like the route of the cenotes, and this
Nice.
road just has like all these cenotes up and down it. So there's a bunch of
Oh,
different
yeah.
ones
It
you
like
can.
splits off like Nate's cenote, this cenote,
Yeah.
that cenote.
So we were part of this tour was like I said, ATVing, zip lining, tequila taste, and cenote. So we're trying to figure out what order we were doing them in, and so we would what order would you think we would do those in?
Typically you do like the adventure-y stuff, then you cool down in the cenote, I think, or trips that we've gone on the past excursions. Usually you kind of wait till the end or midway to get wet. You do all the other dry stuff first.
Yeah, so we assumed we'd do ATVing
Yeah.
because that's you're gonna get muddy and dirty and sweaty or whatever, and then zip lining after that,
Sure.
and then we figured cenote,
Yeah,
cool off,
cool
and
off.
then end it with the tequila tasting.
Yeah.
That was not the order we did this in.
Oh. They hit you with the tequila first?
No, we went swim cenote first.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, great, we're gonna be all wet going,
All day.
like in the zip lining and the ATV and stuff like that. So we did the cenote first, which actually was pretty nice because since it was around like 1 p.m.,
Yeah.
it was hot. So
Okay.
we're like, okay, this isn't too bad or
Maybe
whatever.
that makes sense.
Then we come back, and what do you think we did next?
Tequila?
Well, we did the zip lining,
Okay.
and then we did the tequila tasting,
Okay.
and then the ATVing, and we're like, you're getting us drunk right before we drive some fucking ATV, some four wheelers.
They're like, we hope they wreck one, so we have to charge them for it. Just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super fun, and it was funny. We were the only white people on this in this group.
Really?
Yeah, it was all black people from Missouri, and
Oh, wow.
we're from Iowa. Me and my brother.
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. Me and my brother are from Iowa, so we got along well with them
Of
because
course.
we're neighbors, and we're like, oh, we come down to your dispensaries to get some weed.
They're probably like, we always meet white boys from the Midwest.
Yeah, but it was really funny because like they were teaching us how to like pick out it. I mean, and I knew a lot of the answers. Let's be honest.
Oh,
So,
I'm sure.
I've been to tequila.
You know it.
But they were showing us, how you pick out a good tequila, a bad tequila, and how to drink it and everything. And they were like, so you telling me this bottle of tequila that I bought is garbage, like basically garbage? And they're like, yeah. So like they're like, motherfucker. And then they're like, you got to make sure it's blue agave, not just agave or agave mix or whatever. And they were like, that damn blue agave. I missed the azules. It didn't say the azules.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Terrible.
my brother and I are ziplining, and so we're going from one zip line to the other, and I'm wearing my meta glasses that I can record with, and so he's wearing my my GoPro, and it has a head mount, and it goes on the helmet and everything.
Yeah.
And right before this one that you like flip upside down and you go and then you flip back around again.
Okay.
This guy behind us goes, hey man, make sure your GoPro doesn't fall off. And there's these little hooks in the helmets, so we're like, oh no, it's on, it's good.
Locked in.
So I go, it's all good, and then Alex goes right behind me, and when he comes up to the next platform, he goes, oh fuck, the GoPro.
Oh no. Oh no.
And it was gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we tell one of the workers there, and we're like, hey, we know for a fact it was on this one because this guy just warned us about it right before and everything. So we send him off to go look for it, and he finds it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and we look at the video later, and it is the GoPro literally falling off of his head.
Wow, that's a great clip to have.
Yeah, and the photos that we got, one of the photos you can see the GoPro is
Oh my
in
God.
mid fall. I mean, it's not all the way off, but it's starting to come off
You
his
can tell
helmet
it's
and everything. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So luckily we found it, but we should have known this tour was going to be super fun because when we got picked up, the van that picked us up, the advertisement has one of the girls in the advertisement grabbing her titty.
Where did you find this
I
tour?
don't know. Yeah. Titties.com.
Oh my God. They're gonna hear this and then ask you for an advertisement or a promo.
Yeah.
Titties.com. Hit me up.
Titties and ziplining.
Let your titties free.
Yeah. Oh shoot. But then
good
so
stuff.
it was a really fun day. My brother had a great time. I think my mustache is coming off.
I think it is. I
It's
think
so-
it's upside down.
Is
Maybe
it?
not. I don't know.
It doesn't look like a Hitler
Oh,
sash,
true.
does it?
No.
I think that's more like this.
Yeah, if it was a little bit shorter, we might be borderline. Watch out.
Yeah.
But
We
I
might
think-
be canceled.
I think you look a little more Tom Selleck, like a dark young Tom
Yeah.
Selleck.
I might get kicked out of a Georgia bar.
Yes. Oh, did he do that?
Yeah. Oh, did you see the guy with the? We're not going to get into it, but
Okay, no.
you know the thing you sent me with the guy dressed in that outfit.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant
Just-
Tom
just
Selleck.
joking,
I was
just
like, what
joking.
did Tom Selleck do?
Yeah. So but anyway, so great day. And we get back in the van and we say, hey, like they picked us up at this hotel that was right across from our house. So at the Aloft Hotel. So, and by the way, Aloft
Mhm.
or Aloft?
I say a lot.
I do too, because that's the fucking word, right? Isn't it aloft? Isn't that a word?
Yeah, I think if it was a loft, wouldn't it have like a little dash or a little
Yeah, or a space or something.
something? And when we lived in Orlando, they had an aloft there, and I remember hearing people say aloft.
Yeah, and just like the word allow
Allow.
or allowed.
Yeah.
You don't say a loud.
Maybe some people do.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Maybe the people that started his name is A-Rod.
There you go.
A rod.
A rod.
Oh shoot. So we say, hey, we're like, they're telling us, they call our names and they say, hey, you're going on this van back. It was a different guy that brought us.
Okay.
But there were these 2 girls that were on the van when we got picked up at the hotel. And so when we get in the van, it's those 2, and we were the only ones on the way up. It was just us and those 2 girls. And then on the way back, it was the same 2 girls, but the van was full. It was full of people. So, the guy had our name and everything, and we get in the van, and it's me. Was it like 25, 30 minutes, I guess, back from Puerto Morelos? So we're in the van, we're going back, and it's dark by this point. And we get back to Playa, and he's dropping people off at like resorts on the way there. So we get back into town, and it's us and those girls and like 1 other couple. And so we're driving through town, and we're past where the hotel is.
Uh-oh.
There's some road construction. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're doing a little loopy-loop roundabout.
Loop-a-loop.
And they drop the girls off at Cocobongo, which is like downtown in Centro, which is past us.
You're like, you gonna backtrack to my house?
And he starts doing that. He starts going back. And then when we get to Constituyentes, I'm thinking we're going to go straight, and he turns left. And we go left, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's going around some construction I don't know about.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
just,
I don't want to tell him how to do his job.
yeah, exactly. And there's just 1 other couple in the van at this point. And when we're about to the highway, like the on-ramp, he shows us this like translate. He must not speak any English because he had a translator app on his phone, and it said, would you like a bath or some beers?
Oh.
And we were like, beers? Like, we're about to get dropped. We're 5 minutes from the house. Like,
Beers
no, we don't
sound
need.
Great.
No, I was like, we don't need any of those things. We want to get the fuck out of the van.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, like, todo bien. We're like, we're good. And so then he gets onto the highway, and we're going south, and we're still in Playa del Carmen. So I asked the couple, I was like, hey, where are you guys staying? They said, oh, we're staying at the Hilton, which is, where we used to stay, which is that road. We should have taken a right instead of left. So I'm like, okay, maybe he forgot, or he's lost, or he's going back around.
He's taking us all kidnapped.
And then we're like starting to go south out of town. And I asked them again, I go, hey, which Hilton are you guys staying at? And they go, oh, the one in Tulum. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Red flag.
And I forgot the Hilton that we used to stay in. It's not a Hilton anymore. It's a Wyndham now.
That's right.
So I should have like put 2 and 2 together. But I just, I'm letting this guy do his job or whatever.
Yeah.
So at this point I go, amigo, it was like,
Got
it
problems.
was like, I lost Playa del Carmen. And he's like, what? Like, what the fuck? And so he's like looking at his thing, and I'm trying to show him on the map or whatever. And so he does turn around and takes us back to our loft. But we would have been let off like 2 or 3 couples ago if we went to the right one. But there's an aloft in Tulum. It just didn't say Tulum on it.
I gotcha.
But God, can you imagine? Like, luckily we live here, or I live here, because if it was just my brother and like my parents or something, they would have been in fucking Tulum, an hour south of Playa del Carmen.
And the driver probably lives there. That was probably like the end stop. So who knows if
how would I have gotten back?
They would have been like, sorry.
I was telling Alex, I was like, well, we got, you do Airbnb management in Tulum. I was like, we could have just stayed in one of the places, I guess.
Go
but
stay with our buddy Tom. I'm sure he'd love to just knock on his door like, hey, we have a problem.
Yeah. But so that was that. We had a great time. Super cool for my family. Or my parents come down often. They're snowbirds down here.
Yes.
But my brother hasn't been down in like almost 4 years. So that was pretty nice.
That was great. I'm glad you guys got bro time.
Yeah.
He looked so happy.
Yeah, he had a good time.
You guys were running around together. I'm glad you had a friend to go do seahorses with and jump off of things and do ATV. Play seahorse. It's like when girls play mermaids in the pool. You guys are playing seahorses.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm losing my stash.
He might be gone by the end of it.
All right. I'm trying.
Oh.
I'll just leave it.
Just put him on the microphone.
Yeah. Anyway, but so this weekend, obviously today is Halloween, and Dia de Muertos technically is tomorrow and Sunday, a little bit of Monday possibly, but there, even though it's kind of pitched as like the first and second, it goes for many days. So we'll get into that. And a lot of people ask us about Halloween down here, if it's a thing, and I would say, Here, yes. I can't say in all of Mexico how it is, because obviously we live in a touristy area where there's a lot of people from other countries, especially United States and Canada and stuff. Is this bothering you?
No.
Okay.
It's just funny.
I just see it going back.
I'm waiting for it to go wee.
No.
Oh, he's almost gone. Do it one more time.
Oh, now I'm Frida.
You never. There you go. I thought it was going this way.
Yeah. So I would say yes. Here it is a thing. Not everybody it's not like the United States where everybody is trick or treating door to door and every neighborhood and everything like that. There's the grocery stores that do kind of the trick or treating thing, and then here on if you've been to Playa del Carmen, Fifth Avenue, we've talked about it many times, is the kind of the Bourbon Street of Playa del Carmen, where it's a pedestrian street, shops, restaurants, bars, all that kind of thing. So for Halloween, all the kids, even for, the local Mexican kids, they love it because they're like, we get Dia de Muertos and Halloween. Like, what a great place to live in Mexico, to grow up in Mexico.
Right.
And so they, on Fifth Avenue, all the businesses hand out candy. And so the kids come and they walk down Fifth Avenue and get candy from the businesses and stuff.
So cute. Their costumes are the best.
Yeah.
They always do. You see families that do like a unit costume type of thing all together, or you see just the little kids running around, and they're always so cute. And they stay up late. I know we've talked about this before, but they'll be out till like midnight.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
be coming home from the end, the end of the night events, and they're still running around. Spider-Man last year we saw him. We're like, go to bed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they start trick-or-treating at like 7, I think.
Yeah.
Or like 6 or 7. I don't know.
At home, it's like 4 to 7 now or something like that. Here, they're like, have at it.
Yeah.
Stay up all night.
But it's great this year because Halloween is on a Friday and Dia de Muertos is, technically like on Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
So
we can spend all day Sunday in bed or
I'm
at the
done with
pool.
this. Sorry, guys. I tried.
It's okay.
I don't know how you guys do it with those soup strainers.
You already have a mustache, so
I know. I shaved. Yeah,
that's
it's funny.
covered.
I shaved it to put on this fake one.
That's a little more darker. We should have
Yeah.
just painted it in.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm Scandinavian. I don't get these dark guys.
There you go.
But so it's great. We have the whole weekend. Halloween is on a Friday, which doesn't happen super often. And our friends. And full disclosure, if any of our friends are listening, we love you to death.
We love you guys.
But we're going to talk about this.
We're gonna talk. We're some pub crawl aficionados.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know our history, but in Orlando, I was the pub crawl king.
You were.
I mean, I went to there was an Orlando pub crawl company that did pub crawls like once a month downtown Orlando, and
those are so fun.
Yeah, super fun. But they're doing a Halloween pub crawl on Saturday. Halloween is on Friday. And then they changed it to like, oh, you can wear Halloween stuff and Dia de Muertos stuff. But I'm like, it's on Dia de Muertos.
I know you're a stickler for the rules, Mr. Hanson, but you are Friday, Saturday separate.
Yeah. Well, I just look at especially how they used to do the pub crawls in Orlando, or just in general, Halloween parties.
Right.
If Halloween was on a Wednesday, when would you do Halloween? Or a Halloween party, like at a bar or something like that?
The weekend, Friday or Saturday?
Yeah. But the previous one, you don't have a Christmas party on, December 29th or something,
True.
You always do it before, even if it's like 3 or 4 days before, you do it before.
True.
So I feel like it's weird to do and I know, like I said, I know they changed it to be like Dia de Muertos and Halloween, but Halloween's one day, it's fucking over.
Gotcha.
The 31st, that's the day.
That's strike one.
That's
we already got strike one.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Well, they are planning 10 bars, which is very ambitious. And, I love pub crawls. Do not get me wrong. And I'm not hating whatsoever. But just from me personally working in radio and planning events and parties. And knowing how, and there are, I think, 60 or 70 people signed up to go on this pub crawl now.
Yikes.
Knowing how long it takes to do anything with a group of people, 10 bar, and they're going to start at 4 p.m. 10 bars is a lot.
It's a lot.
Like the Orlando pub crawls, you picked 4 or 5 that you spend like an hour and a half at each one, and you get
keep it moving.
Yeah, and you keep it moving because some of the fun is walking from one bar to the other, and you got a little bit of a walk, and you're hanging out with your friends and stuff.
See people, you see other costumes and stuff.
But trying to get 60 people, like let's say they're spending 45 minutes to an hour at each bar. trying to get 60 people to get a drink and then finish their drink and go to the next one is extremely difficult.
And I'm sure, let's just cut it in half and say 30. Let's say 30 people are going to be stragglers, or like we got 15 straggling behind, and then we got another 15 that are, late or haven't even showed up. You got 30 people. 30 people is still a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. 10 people is a lot. We've taken, like, my family and then some of our friends, like, around Cozumel and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to go to, like, 4 or 5 bars on the backside of the island.
Now it's flapping the other way. Just flap it off.
Yeah, flap. But, yeah, just trying to take, like, 10 people around the island to different bars and get them to... Hey guys, we're just having one drink here,
keep it moving,
and then people order food, and then somebody gets a giant margarita, but then somebody has a beer, and they're done with their beer.
We're waiting for Sarah.
Yeah. Well, and then that's the problem is, like, when you get different drinks, like if we get a beer and then somebody gets a giant margarita, they might be done with half of their margarita, and I'm done with my beer. I'm like, oh, I'll get another beer. And then they're done with their margarita, and I have half a beer left. Yeah. And then they order another margarita, and then it's just like you just go through this cycle.
I know.
So, yeah, it's so I hope it turns out for the best. We're going to try to make the end of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how many people are still hanging. I guess they did this for Christmas, and it worked out well. So, I mean, maybe I'm just not reading the room right. But
okay, that's strike 2 we got for this pub crawl. Okay. What's the third one?
Well, it's kind of hard to understand if you don't. Que bonito. Quiet. Sorry, there's somebody barking in the hallway.
Chihuahuas downstairs.
Yeah. If you don't live here, you don't know like where we live and where like so the Palacio, like where the Zocalo, the town square is. That's where all the Dia de Muertos stuff is.
South
so
of us.
Yeah, so where they're starting is right by that, and then they're going away from it. So if they want to see that stuff at night, they're going to have to like go all the way back down to where they started again. Yeah. So I maybe that's not the best move, but I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see.
It could work out.
I hope for the best.
Strike 3.
Yeah.
We got them all. We'll see what happens. We'll make the end, and we'll see if they're down by our house at the end or if they're back at the Palacio.
Yeah. I should organize one year.
You should. I think like the Orlando Pub Crawl Company, I think that would make a fortune down here.
Oh,
I think you could get tourists to sign up. A lot of people would sign up and pay and probably not show up because either they'd be hungover or going to do something else. I think it could be a lucrative business venture.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And there's like tons of like holidays that go on throughout the year. We could do different themes and stuff, so it'd be super fun.
We'll see. Maybe we'll look into that.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Friday we're going out with Que Monito, with the costumes, and we have 2 costumes. Yeah. And so if you haven't looked up yet or you don't remember us talking about it, Que Monito is a famous Mexican luchador, a wrestler. And so and he's a midget wrestler, and he's in this like blue furry costume, yellow face, and just a little guy, and he has a little belt on and everything. And so we're trying to do this costume for him. Well, nobody makes this costume. So I got a Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, a onesie for a 6-month-old baby.
Yeah, it's a baby onesie, not even for a dog.
And it has like little feeties in it and stuff. So we've been trying to like retrofit this to be like a costume for him. But a 5-month-old pug puppy isn't built like a 6-month-old human baby.
He's almost as long as one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So we cut off the feeties. We're sewing the mask on. We're painting doing some fabric and painting on him and stuff like that. So that's one thing. But then we were worried it was going to be too hot for him. Yeah. And then also he doesn't walk the best in it because, you ever seen a dog walk with shoes on? I mean, he doesn't have those, but
it's hilarious.
He's like walking like a fucking spider monkey or something.
It's so weird. It's like those cats that I've seen videos. They put a harness on them to walk your cat, which I don't know about walking cats. Yeah. Anyway, put that on and they just like tip over. Because they don't know what to do. They're like, why am I so restricted?
Yeah, exactly. So he's getting used to it. I mean, we've been trying it more with him. But then also we have the idea, and we would also be luchadors, would be Mexican wrestlers.
I'm ready to wear my gym clothes and sparkly stuff on top of it.
And then the other option we have is we have a little lion costume for him, and I was going to be a lion tamer or just like a safari guy, and then you would be a cheetah.
I have a cheetah 2-piece outfit. That would be so cute and comfortable.
Yeah, so what are you feeling as of this moment? Because we can go either way right now, but what do you think?
Comfortability for myself, either one works for me. But for Que Monito, I think he's going to be, it has cooled down. So I was worried about him being hot because he is a hot little oven all the time. So I was worried about the Kemonito costume is a little bit hotter than the lion costume. So the lion costume might work a little, it seems to fit a little bit better, but the Kemonito costume is like Kemonito. You know, it's so cute. And I think a lot of people would get it here and they would maybe will win a prize because it's so creative. You see some luchadors, but not like to this extent.
What do we do if he gets tired? Are we just carrying him if he gets tired walking?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, he's walked all the way down there before, but not in a costume.
Not in a onesie.
I suggested we bring our wagon, but also, like you said, it's going to be so crowded on Fifth that a wagon might be weird. Or would a wagon be nice? Be like, get the fuck out of my way. I got a wagon with a wrestler in it, a luchador. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, and also, would he stay in a wagon?
I think once he got tired, he would. But it also might be nice to have it. We can put our little drinky cooler in there, his little snacky snacks, and then his costume. Oh, I heard the word snackies.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do pre-gaming at Club de la Cerveza or CMC, so maybe we do the wagon over to there and see if that's working, because then we're close to the house and we can bring it back if we don't need it.
And I thought about decorating the wagon like a wrestling ring.
Yeah, you mentioned that, but I thought, how would we do that?
Just on the outside, I have a printer, one of the only ones in Playa del Carmen. We could print some things that, look like or say that, I don't know what WWE, whatever the organization is for the luchadors.
Yeah, CMLL.
There you go, CMLL. Make like a little sign to put on each side, and it's already red. So there you go. It would match him.
Maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. We can see what we can come up with. But yeah, so that's what we're doing on Friday. Saturday, Xcaret Park that we always talk about, they have their big Dia de Muertos celebration. So we are going there with some friends. We're having some friends watch Que Monito. I know you're super nervous about that.
I am not nervous for the people that are watching him. I trust both of these women with my pug's life. Mm-hmm. But just for him to be... we're never away from him that long. I know your mom and dad would watch him for an hour or two here and there. And then they would, report back like he got bored or he ate my shoe or this or that. Not he didn't eat a shoe, but something like that. So I'm just nervous to leave him all day and be like, where's my mom? But a good point is he will have puppy friends with him. So our neighbors has 2 dogs. She's her dog. And then she's watching another smaller dog. So he'll have buddies to play with all day and be occupied. And then also our friend Marlos, if she's watching him, her dog, Maya. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot her name. Maya, they'll have buddies to play. So
true.
He will have fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have fun.
Maybe. I'll be like, is my baby okay? I don't want to be a helicopter dog mom again like T, but he's just
you're already there.
He's only 5 months old and he's a baby and he needs my butt to sleep on. Just kidding.
But when we were in Iowa, we were at the state fair all day and my parents and your friend Jackie, or our friend Jackie, watched him.
True.
Yeah.
Not all day, but
true. Okay.
True.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're doing that on Saturday, and then on Sunday there's a Dia de Muertos parade that we're going to go to. But also on Saturday, after we go to Xcaret, we're going to go and try to meet up with this pub crawl so we can meet up with our friends.
Yeah, we'll see. They're not happy that we're going to be late. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, we already had this planned.
True.
We didn't know they were doing that because they just did the pub crawl like last minute kind of.
True.
Yeah. So, and then we'll talk a little bit about Dia de Muertos. I don't know if everybody is super familiar with all the days because you kind of just think,
it's a day.
November 2nd or 1st and 2nd, but actually, let's talk about a little bit of the history. So it kind of comes from like the pre-colonial civilizations, like Aztec, the Maya. They all did like donate like offerings, I guess, to the dead and everything, and they had these kind of celebrations. To celebrate the dead. But then also when, the Spanish invaded, they had All Saints Day, which is on November 1st, and All Souls Day, which is on November 2nd. So they just kind of like meshed the two together to be Dia de Muertos, which like the ancient civilizations, and then, well, they're not super ancient, but you know what I mean. Maya and Aztecs. Well, not really. I mean, like the Mayas were like only, a few hundred years ago.
Oh.
I mean, it's like.
That's ancient to us.
Yeah, true. A good point. But they actually in our city, since we are in the Yucatan Peninsula, I mean we're in the state of Quintana Roo, but our city celebrates was it Hanal Pishan, which is that's the Mayan Dia de Muertos.
Yes.
And Hanal is spelled Janal, and that means food in Mayan, apparently. And Pishin is souls. So it's like food for the souls. So like you're giving donations to the souls.
I think it's such a great idea. I know we probably say this every year, but just the tradition and the culture of how you think about death, how the Mexican culture thinks about it, and Mayan culture. It's so refreshing because, back home we're like, oh, death is bad and sad and all these things. And it is, but it's such a nice way to represent that person or, the animal or whatever it is to be like, no, we're going to celebrate their life and not their death.
Right. Yeah, it's hard for me because like in my head it's like, that's cool. But to me personally, it was like, that doesn't take away my feelings.
Yeah.
Like you still never get to speak to these people again or see them again.
We weren't raised that way. Remember when like Tiger was passing, we had some local friends that were like, yeah, he's a dog. He had a great life. He'll, you'll see him again. And we were just like, oh my God, so upset. But they were just like, it's okay. This is a part of life, which I know. I'm a 41-year-old adult. I know everything and everyone and myself is going to die one day. But it's so sad to think about, especially the puppies. I'm already telling Kate Monito, don't you ever leave me.
Yeah. Well, I know it's like a celebration of life and death, but like let's say your mom or something.
Yeah.
These people don't miss their mother. Like they don't like they're celebrating. I mean, like you got to celebrate it, but also I don't know. It's just hard for me to let go of that longing to speak to someone again or whatever. But I guess
it's a nice way to think about it.
It's very similar to religion where, a big part of religion is just kind of trying to help you get through life and make you feel better about life because it can be very sad if if you
really think about it.
Yeah, exactly. So so this is just another way to kind of comfort people, I think.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry about it. You're going to see them again. What's your problem? It's like, well, I don't want to see them yet.
But yeah, even though technically people usually think of Dia de Muertos as November 1st and 2nd, there are many days leading up to it. And you probably saw our ofrenda, which is an altar for Tiger and Pharaoh, our deceased pets.
It's a little different every year.
Yeah, it is. Good. You do a good job with it.
Thanks.
Very good job.
It's my favorite. It's like decorating the Christmas tree. Build your ofrenda, your offerings to Tiger and Pharaoh.
But so there are some days that lead up to Dia de Muertos that are still part of the celebration, but they kind of, you honor each. There's different groups that they've selected.
Yeah.
And so October...
Which is also really cool.
Yeah. So October 27th is for pets and animals. It's dedicated to deceased pets and animals. People may place water, food, toys, and photos of their pets on the ofrenda to welcome the spirits back. And October 28th is accident victims. It honors those who died tragically in an accident. Candles and flowers, especially marigolds or siempensuchil, are lit to guide the souls home. So, and if you guys haven't seen the movie Coco, it was a Pixar movie, right?
Pixar, Disney. Disney,
that is a very good movie that kind of tells the story of Dia de Muertos in not a boring way. It's very accurate, but also entertaining.
It is one of my favorites, and they have it on, if you have the Disney Plus app, they have it on there for free. You can even record it if you have like YouTube TV, they have it on there. But it's won awards for its representation and depiction of like Dia de Muertos and the Mexican culture and everything you do with the marigolds and all of that. So it's one of my favorites. It makes me cry every year, and I watch it like 5 times a year. But every time I'm just like, I'm so happy.
Yeah. So that's a good movie to watch for sure. So yeah, that is 28th is accident victims. October 29th is the Forgotten and Lost Souls. This is dedicated to the souls who may not have had family to remember them, or who have died in violence, or were never found, or missing people. So and a candle and a glass of water are often offered for them.
That's it.
I guess. I mean, you don't know who they are.
True.
What are they like? I don't know.
I mean, they gotta like food and cerveza or something.
October 30th is the day remembers children who died without baptism. Sometimes calling Los Angelitos sin nombres, so the angels without names. Offerings may include white flowers, small toys, and milk. Because they're little babies.
I gotcha.
Or unbaptized children. Well, when is it not a child anymore? I mean, I guess like is a 17-year-old that was unbaptized still? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think when you turn 13, you're not like, isn't it 12 and under is like kids? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't
yeah.
know.
Well,
Our friends with children, you let us know.
Yep. Well, and so October 31st on actual Halloween is commemorating children who have died young. So honors children who passed away at a young age. The ofrenda is decorated with sweets, toys, and playful elements. Sometimes this overlaps with All Hallows Eve.
Oh, okay.
And then November 1st is Day of the Little Angels, and it's dedicated to all deceased angels. Dedicated to all deceased children.
Oh, okay.
So families set out offerings like candy, chocolate, toys, and miniature versions of favorite foods. Bells are rung to help guide their spirits home.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And let's see, November 2nd, which is like one of the other main days.
Yeah.
This is actually Dia de los Muertos, the main day of celebrating adult souls. The family gathers at cemeteries, lights candles, shares food, music, and stories. The altars are full with traditional dishes, drinks like tequila or mezcal, bread of the dead, which is pan de muerto, which
Yes.
you had some recently, right?
Delicious.
And the deceased's favorite items. So yeah, a lot of the families go to the cemetery, and that's a celebration. They bring their favorite liquor and they get drunk and eat, leave offerings and eat food and stuff. So it's a celebration.
Yeah, I like that. You reminisce on the old times, tell stories.
Yeah. So that's basically the days if you did not know about them. And I know we've read this before, talked about this before.
Yeah.
But I forget every year which each one, was there one that people died in accidents? Yeah,
you said
the 28th. I was like,
Yeah.
they picked some very specific days.
It is. I remember us reading them the first time and we were like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's nice that they, cover everything and everything. Especially the pets.
Yeah.
I love that it kicks off with the pets.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a good celebration and a lot of history there.
I like it.
Yep.
I think it's great. It gets everybody involved, and then there's something to do every day.
Yeah. All right. Well, I say let's get out of here. We got some trick or treating to do. We got some costumes to make. We got some Dia de Muertos to celebrate for the rest of the weekend. But before we get out of here, I want to play this message that our buddy Tom, who you work with at a Tulum,
Yep.
and
buddy.
he is one of our greatest supporters,
Mm-hmm.
and he sent us this voicemail I want to play that I thought was pretty funny.
Hey, you guys are going to kick out of this. I just purchased a beer at the little beer store here, and it's one of those ones where you just walk up and you order through the steel bars like you're in jail. I guess you're not ordering beer in jail, but I don't know. Anyway, it's a stand you walk up to and get beer. And as I'm walking away, the guy says, "Cheers, fuckers." And I turned around and I was like, "Okay?" And he said, "Cheers, fuckers." And then he pointed to my shirt. So I'm wearing my Friday shirt on a Saturday because that's just how I roll. And I said, I said, "You threw me off there for a second." I was like, "I thought we knew each other." I said, "That's my friend's podcast." And I said, "That's an awesome shirt." And I told him where he could find one. And I said, "They don't ship to Mexico, but if you buy one, we'll figure it out." Pretty cool stuff. Cheers, fuckers.
I love it.
That's there goes my mustache.
Tom loves saying that.
Yeah.
Cheers, fuckers.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for supporting us
Yes.
and spreading the Cheers Fuckers message.
Yes. Him and his wife Cindy were like one of the first ones to buy stuff from the merch shop, and they couldn't wait to get it. And they wear it weekly. It's like their weekly Friday or Saturday shirt to wear around and support the podcast. I can't wait for him to hear this one. I think he's a couple episodes behind, so when he hears it, we'll know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
made the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. We appreciate you.
But yeah, I think we're going to get out of here and start the weekend. I hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. Please be
safe.
careful. Drink some beers for me.
Be smart.
It is Happy Friday, so we're gonna you'll probably see my beer chug today. But if you want to support the podcast, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on hiatus. You can buy some virtual beers. If you're enjoying the information and the stories and you just want to keep it going and help support us, greatly appreciate it. Hansonsonhiatus.com. You can be a monthly Fucky supporter. We got the merch shop there. We have all the links to the podcast and to K Monito's Instagram and his accounts and his TikToks. And we have a TikTok for him.
We have
right?
a TikTok,
Okay,
K
that's right.
Monito the pug.
That's right.
He's got some great stuff
Yeah,
up there.
and Hansonsonhiatus.com.
Yep.
You can follow all of our social media at Hansons on Hiatus. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music. at Hansons on Hiatus. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Happy Halloween and happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.